All right, so here's a quick overview of the Cromulent Designs version 2 magnetic shifters for the Fanatec Formula wheels. Whether it's the Formula 1 Esports, regular F1, or the F1 V2, this should apply, as well as any other Fanatec wheel without any magnetic shifter capability built in. So the commonly available designs out there typically have a flat magnetic plate coming out from the bracket here, and then like a 90-degree bracket off the shifter. The problem with those being, while they give good magnetic feedback, is that they're really in the way of your fingers, and that you can inadvertently hit them, and I think that just takes away from the experience quite a bit. So I designed this as my version 1 with the straight paddle on the dynamic portion and the 90-degree or a little over 90-degree on the static bit here. Well, that works out really well for ease of use, ease of install, not being able to feel it. It's not in the way of the quick release or anything. It does give you a little bit too much leverage over the magnetic poles. And so what that translates to is not really good magnetic tactile feedback on your shifting. We can see here it opens up just a tiny little bit through the full stroke. So that led me to version 2 here with the 45-degree bend on the dynamic side, and 45 plus or minus the 9 degrees or so that I had built into the paddle there. I've dialed out a little bit of the pre-travel from the out of the box setting, so we get a nice little click just after it opens up. No excessive pre-travel there, and so this design gives us a good mix of good magnetic tactile feedback, yet being out of the way of your hands. So you should never touch it. Still allows you to reach over and under the wheel to use the quick release, or even around the sides if you want. I mean, both designs do that, so it's a pretty good design compromise there. This one opens up quite a bit more that we can see versus the other side. So much nicer tactile feedback on that side. This one uses 8x3 millimeter magnets. I did find that you have to use the good name brand Magnet Source magnets. I tried ordering larger ones from Amazon for even better magnetic action. They just didn't have the same pull force these magnets had. And that Magnet Source is the brand that you get at Home Depot or Micro Center or various other retailers, Northern Tool or you know, a bunch of different places sell that Magnet Source brand. I think they're very consistent. I like them. And so I use them in this design. For this, we use the factory screws that retain the paddles to retain this stationary piece, and then we just get some longer M3 by 12 millimeter screws to secure the dynamic portion of the paddle in there. Need a little bit longer length just to cover that width. Reuse the factory washer and split lock washer in there. Not sure why they use a split lock washer. Those have been proven to be pretty useless, and in reality they don't bite into the metals. But anyway, we just retain those for ease of use, and then it's less things that you have to keep in a little plastic bag or throw back in the box and keep around. So there we go. I use panhead Phillips screws because they're nice low profile. The panhead Allen head screws, I think, tend to strip out very easily, especially if you're using cheaper hardware. And that little 2 millimeter Allen wrench, they strip out real easy, even if you're using good quality tools. So number 1, Phillips panhead works out well. Most people have that tool around, so it's a good use. I think a cap screw like the factory one sticks out a little bit too much, and when we add in this 3.5 millimeters or so of thickness there, you just want to minimize every little bit of interference that you get with your fingers. So again, I feel this is a pretty dialed design. I hope people like it. I know I really do. Gives you really good feedback. Seems that it's going to be really long-lived. Both sides of the magnet are blind where they're captured, so the magnet cannot come out through normal action. They're super glued in place just for ease of install, so they don't come out during shipping or anything like that either. and then the magnets are always pulling together, so even when you're using it, you don't have to worry about the magnets popping out and causing misshifts or even disabling a shifter completely. I've had that happen on other designs, you know, mid-race, which is a huge bummer. So, or in, you know, even if it doesn't cause a shifter to go completely inoperative, you're still missing out on that magnetic shifting action. So I think this is a pretty solid bulletproof design. Just got to tune the shifter and get that installed. So yeah, I really hope folks like it, and thank you for watching. Let me know if you've got any design critiques or comments or anything you like or don't like about it. I'm going to offer these in this blue color that matches the F1 Esports blue, also gray, and just plain old black for those folks that just don't want to have to look at things. So, all right, thanks for watching. Again, let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks.